Well, this week of Webisodes is all about a first look at what's new.
I'm so excited. And today's segment, we're going to take a first look at fabulous new foil board papers. You will not believe these designs. They are spectacular.
They are. Okay, we did have some foil papers last fall.
Right.
But there's more.
Yes, of course there's more. And Paulette, these designs are stunning. First of all, they're 12 by 12 foil board paper. So you have a lot of room, whether you're a scrapbooker or a card maker like me and you're going to cut these apart. I know that's going to kill some people. You can cut them. But look at these gorgeous designs. And the paper, I call it foil board paper because it's actually quite substantial weight.
It's the equivalent to 110-pound paper.
Okay, so not in weight.
No, not in weight.
It's a really heavy paper.
Well, there are all of these designs, and with each one of these, if you want a closer look, on the product page there is a video. So you can see them.
Excellent.
And there are the pinks, the blues, we've got some greens and blacks and silver.
Yeah. What I love about these is that you've got an all-over effect. Like if we take a look at this, which is one of my favorites, the smashing silver and black, all-over designs. But then we also have some like this with gorgeous corner treatments on, you know, opposing corners.
Right, and it's wonderful for scrapbooking. And those of you card makers might be wondering, okay, so how could I use that for cards?
Right,
Sarah.
And actually, here's what I've done. I've taken one of our standard 5 by 6.5 inch cards, plain white, put glue around all 4 sides of the front of the card, and then just glued it to the back of the foil paper. So, and then you can just trim around. So let's see if I can remember how I've place these down.
Let's back up so we can see each of your...
There's one up here. And I may not be getting these right. But you can get the gist of it. You'll be placing them each in a corner.
Right.
To capture each one of those borders.
And what's fun about that is then you have the chance to look at each one, and even the ones that have just a little hint of it are spectacular.
Exactly. You don't need to have, I mean, this one has captured a lot of the border. But you don't need to have a whole bunch of it. Even on this one, you see how gorgeous that is. But you know, all you need to do then is like a red silk flower and a card quote.
You're done.
And you've got a smashing card in minutes.
Well, let's tuck these away, not too far.
No,
and
not.
So we can look at
what you can do with them.
What you can do with
them.
Besides
my super fast card making.
Well, I have one for you too. Now, our first card is, and got to talk to Teresa Welch, has been busy woman, and almost all the cards came from her this whole week.
Right,
actually.
and Teresa has been a smashing designer for the past, well, a couple week of webisodes, the card making ones, and has a fantastic style. A lot of people have emailed me about really liking Teresa's card making style. So
she's a neat lady too. Hi, Teresa. Okay, this is the paper that looks like this. So I think
let's take an all-over look at this, because as a scrapbooker, I know I can use this 12 by 12 as my background paper. Right. No problem. As a card maker, you might kind of think, but
you might be curious about it. And I
did to cut it apart.
I did the same trick, and so in putting one up in the corner and another one, you just kind of give you a hint of what that looks like by itself. And
basically for this technique, you're putting one card in each corner and you're just alternating them vertically and horizontally.
And what's so fun is, just as we said on the other one, look how pretty this is vertically, or it could go horizontally.
Yeah, absolutely. And you really don't need much more.
Well, and what's amazing is that you get beautiful designs on every single element. And that's just, it's just wonderful. So Teresa has gone ahead and done an Easter card.
I love the rounded corners.
Isn't that nice?
That's a different effect.
With the corner chomper, and that makes it easy. It looks like this is about a ½ inch. And this is a preview of some of the dazzles. We'll see more
later this week. I think Wednesday is the big day for dazzles.
Okay. Now, let's get in close here. Teresa's done something very, very interesting here. She has just cut around that image and lifted it up. So you get this little bit of little kind of touching over it.
Now, actually, Susan has shown me how to do this because one time I wanted to do it and couldn't quite figure out how you get the precise placement of your whole piece.
Oh.
She said to place your, like this pink area here, put your mat down onto your card front, and then mark with a pencil, like, okay, it's going to go a little bit over here and a little bit over here. Do the same thing up in the other corner, and then you can remove your mat or your focal point, open this up, and put it down onto your cutting mat and use an X-Acto to trim around there. It just makes it a whole lot easier. And I was kind of
wondering about that.
How exactly one goes about that.
I love the fact that she used the all-over pink flourish to go with this.
Isn't that pretty?
The colors do work beautifully, and this piece is a paper lace, is what she's used.
That's really gorgeous.
And look at how pretty this is inside. Just thinking of you this Easter, enjoying your day.
Beautiful.
Neat.
Beautiful. I can bring in one of these.
Yes,
and I like
do.
this because you're not only using the foil board papers, but you're combining two that I actually would not have thought to put together.
That's fun.
So this is my favorite, this green and
I love
yellow.
the tiny prints.
I do too. And it can go autumn, it can go birthday, it can go all different occasions. And then it's also paired with the stripes.
That's very
which
fun.
Surprised me.
The colors match perfectly.
They do. They do.
Did you notice the vellum on here?
Yeah.
Letting that lift up.
That actually gives you a whole other dimension, really, to that foil board paper.
And then inside.
Isn't that gorgeous?
I've got, this is the paper you were saying that you really love.
Yeah.
The black and the silver. It's just smashing. Teresa has combined it with the hammered silver.
I love that.
And look at this dragonfly. It's on the holographic.
I know. And now I would never have thought to pair two. Well, actually, if you're looking at all of the elements on here, it's the holographic paper, which is holographic, so it's pretty shiny, with this foil paper, with a shine design paper, with a hammered silver.
Isn't that wonderful? And what's amazing about it is because she's used little pieces of it, it goes so far. And so that's wonderful. And then inside, I love what she did.
Oh, pretty.
This is the CD of card quotes. Thank you.
Love that CD.
And you do get the front of the card as well as the inside. Well, because she had her focal just doing a wonderful job in this Hello with the Dazzles, she decided to take advantage of both of those and put them on the inside, matting them on the foil.
Beautiful.
I think that's just spectacular.
That's gorgeous.
Great idea.
Here's another card layout, and I love this because it's a cutaway card, but it's a very different style. So we've actually cut in on either side of this front flap.
It's fun because on this foil you can see those starbursts kind of radiating out.
And if you look at it closely, there's the center of one starburst is right here in the center. I don't know if she planned that,
I'm sure she did,
or if it just happened by accident, but I think this is a really cool effect and a great way to make the most of that foil board paper. But as you said, Paulette, you don't need a lot of it. You really don't.
Supersize. Now, here is another of that green little print.
My favorite. I love that.
Isn't it beautiful? And this is the stacked butterfly. Again, we'll look at those later.
Oh, I was going to say, I don't have those.
But letting that be a large focal, stacking it with vellum, and then a little bit inside onto the other.
That is gorgeous.
Other vellum.
This is another one of my favorites, this teal design here, because this is actually perfect with the pink, which you might not think to put the two of them together. And this is an interesting card too. It's got a flap that goes around this way, and then if you slide off or undo the ribbons,
I hold that for you.
It will open like this.
So you've got lots of room if this is a message.
So 2 panels just of the foil paper, pretty quick and easy.
Beautifully. Teresa has combined several of the colors of the patterns of the foil on here. So you can see the stripe, you can see that pink flourish, and then there's also this outline floral.
I love this combination.
Isn't that nice? This is the Hero multi-shaper punch.
Okay.
So let me hold it up so you can see that a little bit better. So she's got these stripes that are just beautiful on this 5x5 card.
Right, but then instead of having just straight stripes with that edging, you really get, it kind of breaks up the really linear effect.
It does, doesn't it? And then she's paired it with the hammered silver.
Love that.
And isn't that just great? And then inside you can really see that multi-shaper right along. And hadn't thought of it with specialty papers. Just
I hadn't either.
It's so spectacular by itself. I wasn't sure.